At least 60 people are dead and more than 100 injured after a car bomb exploded in a crowded market in Baghdad this morning. CBS News correspondent Lee Cowan has the latest from the Iraqi capital. Lee, good morning to you.
Good morning, Russ. Yeah, as you said, it was an attack on an Iraqi police convoy that was driving through that market that essentially obliterated that market this morning. It was the bloodiest attack since the prime minister here formed his new government in Iraq, and the worst in almost 3 months.
The death toll mounted all morning as police sifted through the grim rubble left by a parked car that exploded in the middle of this market just after 10 a.m. Bodies and body parts were taken away by pickup trucks. At last count, at least 60 people had been killed, including women and children. Hospitals were overwhelmed by the injured. As many as 80 people either walked or were carried in by onlookers. Witnesses say the bomb went off just as an Iraqi police convoy was passing through this predominantly Shiite neighborhood. The attack sparked anger in the streets, with the crowd turning on reporters, chanting down with the government, down with Sunnis, and yes to Muqtada al-Sadr, the radical Shiite cleric and leader of the Mahdi army. The blast came just a day after Osama bin Laden was heard on an audio tape urging Sunnis to rise up and avenge the U.S. airstrike that killed Abu Musab al-Zarqawi. This morning's bombing was the worst single attack on Shiites since a suicide bomber walked into this Shiite mosque 2 weeks ago and blew himself up during Friday prayers.
But, Russ, that wasn't it. At about the same time as that blast went off in the market, a Sunni member of parliament, a female member of parliament, was abducted at gunpoint. She was taken from a predominantly Shiite neighborhood. There's been no claim of responsibility yet, but so far her whereabouts and her fate